All right, on today's Texting Tuesday, we are going to be utilizing, and I will be sharing the Still Interested text and email script. This is a tried and true script. I originally got this idea and concept from a legend in our industry, a man by the name of Dean Jackson. He calls it his 9-word email script. I'm going to show you several different variations of how you can use this with both buyers and sellers, and how you can use it by text and by email, and give you lots of variations, etc. So there's no excuse to not utilize the Still Interested script that I'll be sharing today. If you're watching on Facebook, do me a huge favor, hit the like button or the heart button. If you're on YouTube, make sure you, number one, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so. Thank you to all the subscribers out there. Number two, make sure you smash the bell to be notified of new live sessions like this one and more good stuff coming soon. And make sure you hit the like button on the actual video as well. If you're on LinkedIn, hit the like button or the light bulb button. Check out the additional resources above or below this video in the description. There is lots of great additional free training, including classes, sessions like these, and ways for us to partner together. I want to leave no stone unturned when it comes to helping you grow your business, especially as the market is shifting and changing. I know that for some that can cause fear and panic. For me, I love to embrace the opportunity. I actually like when it gets hard. I don't know, maybe I'm a little bit of a crazy person, but I think the opportunity is greater in the difficult. And so if you'd like to chat about that, just go to growwithjosh.com/chat. Growwithjosh.com/chat. There are a number, in fact, 3 specific different ways that we can partner together to help you grow and scale your business. So I would love to chat with you about that. You can go to growwithjosh.com/chat, or just comment below, or just reach out. All right. I want to get some engagement here because I always like to hear from who is with us. Sue says ready and waiting. I appreciate that, Sue. I'm curious to know how many, comment below, how many transactions do you have in escrow right now? How many transactions in escrow right now? I just closed one, and I have 5 in escrow, and I have 2 active listings. I have 5 in escrow. Do I have 5? 4 or 5 in escrow, and 2 active listings right now. Comment below, how many transactions do you have in escrow right now? I want to hear from all of you. So somebody said 2, 1. Come on, keep them coming, people. Keep them coming. I want to hear 0. Winifred, let's fix that. Who else, folks? How many transactions do you have in escrow right now? Daphne, 3, right on. David, wait, 3, right on. David, I think we're scheduled to chat today. Looking forward to that. 0, 1 active listing only. Okay, well, here's the deal. I believe if you use this script, we can increase that number. Maybe even increase that number between now and next week's Texting Tuesday. Okay, so before we get into actually utilizing it, let me give you the backstory of this script. As I already mentioned, I want to give full credit where credit is due. I got this script, this framework, from a man named Dean Jackson. Dean is one of the legendary marketers in both the real estate space and now really anywhere. And also just a genuinely awesome person, at least from what I can tell. And he calls this his 9-word email script. And the idea is simply that we are going to ask the people in our database who we aren't actively working with as a client if they're still interested in the thing they requested. So, for example, are you still interested in buying a new construction home this fall? Okay. Example number 1. Example number 2, are you still interested in getting a cash offer on your property at blank address? And the more you can match the script to the bucket or the niche or the offer that the potential client initially came into the pipeline with, the better. However, if you don't know that, maybe you've just got a big pile of old unconverted buyer leads. Maybe they're Z buyer prospecting leads. Maybe they are, I don't know, they're portal leads, Zillow or Realtor.com. Maybe they're a bunch of old Facebook buyer leads, and you don't have that data, right? You can't match it to where you can say, are you still interested in buying a new construction home here in Cumberland County? Well, you can simply you can generalize it. Are you still interested in buying a home this fall? Are you still interested in selling your home this fall? Right? So you can make it as specific and congruent as you have the information in order to do that. Okay. So without further ado, I want to give you a number of variations of this today. I want to really open your eyes to the variations, and I'll let you know in a few how you can get all of the variations, the scripts, the templates, etc. As we dive in here. So I need to share my screen. Come on. There we go. Share screen. Here we is. So I'm going to go into KV Core, but I am going to, I say this every week. I love KV Core. I love that it's one of the many incredible benefits of being with EXP. I love being able to share our smart campaigns and best practices with my sales organization. But if you don't have KV Core, use whatever you have to do this. If you can't text, email. Okay. If you don't have your contacts organized together, send out through Gmail as a BCC. Find some way to utilize this. Okay. Find some way to utilize this. Don't let excuses or hurdles or roadblocks get in your way. I'm going to go to Smart CRM. And hopefully it's going to load up here and not take too terribly long. Come on, come on, come on. So as that's loading up, I want to also say that this is a script that you can use. I'm going to choose prospect and new lead. This is a script you can use, I would say, every 60 to 90 days. Every 60 to 90 days, you can recycle this one, and you should recycle this one or some variation of this one. I'm going to choose buyer, and I'm going to choose hashtags, and we're going to do all the new construction hashtags. So new, new, new. I guess I can stop saying new. Sorry. I just want to make sure I grab them all. Bear with me here. We're going to get this list in a minute, and then I'm going to show you what I'm going to start off by doing is doing this as both a that's PA new, as both a we're going to send it as a text message, and I'll show you the email variation of that. I'm going to choose has phone, has email, subscribed to text, and I'm going to apply filters. Now, this is probably going to take a minute, which gives me an opportunity to tell you how you can get this week's document with all of these scripts, text, etc. Actually, this loaded up pretty quickly, so we're gonna actually send out a few first, and then I will share that with you. So, how many do we have here? We have 83. Something seems fishy with that. Something's not right there. Active. Do I have that many active? Maybe it's a ton of them are active. Well, doesn't matter. I'm just going to use this, what we've got here. I'm going to select all, and I'm going to send mass text, and I'm going to say very simply, are you still, or I'm going to say, use the first name. Are you still interested in buying a new home here in Central PA this fall? Let me know. Thanks, Josh. There you go. I mean, could not be any simpler. Are you still interested in buying a new home here in Central PA this fall? We're going to let her rip on that. Now, how are we going to send that by email? Very simple. We're going to use their the subject line. We're going to use their first name, just first name. I'm going to grab their first name right here. I'm going to put it right there. Now I could put still interested, question mark, but I'm not. Today, I'm just going to do first name. A little hack that you could try, you could just put a period, which makes it seem like there's no subject line and that it was accidental. But I would try this first before you do that. Okay. I'm going to say morning. Just curious. Are you still interested in buying a new home here in Central PA this fall? No, either way. Thanks, Josh. And I'm not going to include my super signature here. I'm going to make this look in every way, shape, or form like it is a personal email sent from me just to this one person. And that is the secret sauce, if there is one, with this. I'm going to go ahead and let it rip on that. Now, I'm going to, so that gives you one example. Let me think of what another example would be. Let me, you know what? I'm going to remove all of these and I'm going to do them all as not hashtag. Okay. And I'm going to show you a more generalized version of this. And then we'll get to some seller examples. So I'm going to take what those hashtags were, the new hashtags, and I'm going to choose them as not so that I'm excluding them. Oh, and you know what? I screwed up. Doggone it. I screwed up when I did the email. Because some of these I only have email. So I excluded some that were email the way I did the filtering. But yeah, well. Let's see here. Central PA. Just bear with me here. I want to give you, I just want to show you, I want to demonstrate for you how many different ways you can potentially utilize this concept. Now, while this one's loading up, I want to let you know that each week, Mike on my team, he will compile all of the templates, scripts, variations, additional resources, etc. We put them in a Google Doc, and we are happy to share them with you. All I ask is for you to comment below. Comment below, still interested. Still interested. Comment below, still interested. And Mike on my team will reach out and send you that document. Now, one caveat is that if you are on the live stream, the YouTube live stream, and you comment, it probably won't get to us. So I need you to email mike@growwithjosh.com. Mike@growwithjosh.com. For whatever reason, that tends to mess up the feed. We're not able to go back after the fact on those. So I'm going to remove Jack Toy here. We should have a fair amount in this scenario, I would think. Yeah, we've got 2,500 in this scenario. So you know what? Given that, I'm going to go back to page 10 here, and we're gonna farm some old leads. So this illustrates an important point when it comes to building, growing, cultivating your database, is that you cannot, you know what, I'm going to remove one other here that I don't want to include. You cannot, well, here's the analogy I would use. You've probably heard the cliche or the wise old wisdom, age old wisdom, right? That the best time to plant a tree is 10 years ago and the next best time is today. Well, you can't get to having a seasoned database if you don't start to grow your database on a regular basis. And why is that important? Because the more seasoned your database becomes, the more low-hanging fruit you can uncover with actions like we're taking today, activities like we're doing today. Okay. And if you want help with that, that's one of the things that we're offering help with, and that we're really, really good at, is helping you grow a database and then continue to nurture that database to uncover the opportunities. So you can schedule a time to chat with me at growwithjosh.com/chat. I just want to make sure here. So we've got a lot of you. Commenting, and some great questions as well, which I will get to in a minute. Hopefully this loads up. Come on, why is it not loading up for me? Comment below, still interested, if you want all of the scripts, the templates, etc. You know what? I'm going to stop screen sharing here for a second. Sometimes that helps it load up, and I'll take a question while we're waiting for that. May I ask why reason for labeling certain clients with a hashtag? Yeah, the reason for doing that is because then you can sort and segment out your list based upon the interest. So we hashtag based upon the interest, or what it was that brought them into our database. So what offer did they respond to? And it's a great way to be able to sift and sort for activities like what we're doing today. But it's also great when you get someone who responds. They reply by email, they call or text you. You can pull up their contact record and say, oh, it looks like you were originally interested in, a new construction home in Mechanicsburg. Is that still what you're looking for? Okay. So it's a great way to it's a great way to sift and sort out and be able to segment. Would you use the same verbiage on older probate leads? That's a great question. You have to be careful with that audience, right? It can be a sensitive subject for sure, right? So like, I think you might say something like, "Are you still interested in selling the property at blank address?" You could say that. Now, I will say that you potentially will get some angry or upset respondents, but it is what it is, right? I mean, I think every week when I send these out, I get some people that are frustrated, and that's fine, because it's an opportunity to clean up the database, right? To sort out the folks that they weren't going to transact one way or the other, right? So I think I would use something along those lines. Now, KV Core, for whatever reason, doesn't want to cooperate for me right now, and it's still not loading up. But what I was going to do next was do a more generic version of the buyer offer, and simply the script, and we'll include this in the document. It was going to be, are you still interested in buying a home here in Central PA this fall? And you could even remove the location identifier. You could say, are you still interested in buying a home this fall? Question mark. It could be as simple and plain as that. Now, I'm hoping that I can at least get it to cooperate well enough for me to do to illustrate for you the cash offer, or the seller specific version of that. And if not, what we'll do is we'll simply make sure to include that in the document that Mike will send you, for those of you that comment below still interested. Now, if you don't see the doc within 24 hours, if you haven't received it yet, either through the comment function or by email, just email my guy, Mike at growwithjosh.com. Mike at growwithjosh.com. I'm just going to close out of KV Core altogether. Maybe that's it. It could also just be that my computer and internet bandwidth are lagging, which does happen from time to time when I am live streaming as such. Let's see if we can get that to load up. It doesn't want to cooperate, and I don't want to keep hanging here. So what I want to let you do, so I'll repeat the script that I was going to send as well. So I was going to segment out two different buckets of seller audience. One, a general home value seller, right? In other words, they just were requesting a home valuation. And the script for that was simply going to be, are you still interested? Or you could even, a variation of that is, are you still thinking about selling your home this fall? Okay. For those that had specifically requested a cash offer, I was going to, again, the better we can mirror what their initial interest was, the greater, the more responses we are likely to generate. And so matching that, are you still interested in getting a cash offer on your home at blank address? Okay, it did finally load up here. I'm going to give it one more try to see if we can filter out and get some more examples here. And if not, we're going to wrap it up and we'll add those to the document for everyone to check out. So I'm gonna do the filtering before screen sharing in hopes that it is going to work here. So fingers crossed, fingers crossed. Here we go. Come on. Well, I'll tell you what, here's what I'm going to do. Not only are we going to include the scripts in there, but I will also screen record a Loom video illustrating that as well. And I will include that on the document, which many of you have already requested by commenting below, still interested. I not using that. So Adele said, I like that, not using the super signature, nice and casual. Yeah, I mean, the way to think about this is you want this to feel like something you would send a friend or family member, because when you do it and execute it that way, it doesn't feel like a sales message. And for that reason, you get more people responding, which creates more conversation opportunities, which creates more client opportunities, right? Because all we're trying to do with anyone who responds is to determine two things. Can I help this person and how? Can I help this person and how? Okay. Unfortunately, I don't know if it was my internet or KV Core didn't want to cooperate today. So you know what? Hold on. I'm trying one more time here. We might be able to actually execute on this one here before we wrap up. Let me just see how quickly it loads up here. But to wrap the point I was saying, you want it to feel like, whether it is a text message or an email, you want it to feel like it is a personal one-to-one message. And all we're trying to do is create an opportunity for a conversation so we can determine, can I help this person and how can I help them? Can I help this person? And if so, how can I best help and serve them? And it may not be, for example, that the first script that I used, it may not be them buying a new construction home, right? Even though I was asking them, are they still interested in buying a new construction home? I may, if they're motivated, I may very well end up selling them, a different type of property. But it doesn't really matter. We're just trying to assess interest and have a conversation and determine, can I help this person and help? So I've got a list here. It's a small list, but we're going to run with it. Mass text. Hey, are you still interested in getting a cash offer on your property at, and we're going to pull in there the street address. No, thanks, Josh. There you have it. Bada bing, bada boom. And what I was going to do, which I screwed up on the first one, is I want to filter out I just want to do has email and subscribe to emails. Let's see what happens there. We had 93 that has phone, because some contacts or some of the people in the database, we've got their email, but we don't have their phone. Some of them we have both, but they're unsubscribed to one versus the other. And so I may have missed out on some folks in that initial email that I'd sent. So I want to make sure that we capture them all. Come on here, load up so we can give you one more live example. I always like to give you as many live examples and use cases as possible. And come on, please, please. Well, let me see if I stop sharing, if it'll come up. While that is loading up, I would love to chat. We are aggressively looking to partner with productive agents who are looking to grow and scale their business, to get off the transaction treadmill, and to make 2023 their best year ever, despite the shifting and the changing market. And there are multiple different ways we can partner up and help you in your business, some of which cost you nothing whatsoever. So go ahead and schedule a time to chat at growwithjosh.com/chat. Or an even easier way is josh15.com, josh15.com. Okay, it finally loaded up here for me. One last thing we'll show here. I'm going to select all. Did it give me any more? No, it was the same 93, which doesn't seem right, but whatever. I'm going to send mass email. I'm going to grab the first name. I'll pop it here. Are you still interested in getting a cash offer on your property at the address? Let me know either way. Thanks. You know what? And we could even, I'm going to get rid of this. I'm going to make it even less, right? You don't have to do the let me know either way. Okay. That's optional. Okay. Completely optional. So I'm going to go ahead and send that. There you have it. The still interested script. Care of Dean Jackson and his 9-word email process. Really good stuff. Thanks so much. Great audience today. Great participation. Really appreciate that. It helps me with my energy. Use these templates and scripts. Uncover. I guarantee 99% of you have opportunity hidden in your database. You just have to go and uncover it. And this is a great, simple way for you to create awesome conversation opportunities and uncover, can you help this person and how? Check out the additional resources above or below, including free classes and training. I would love to chat with you. growwithjosh.com/chat. As always, if there's anything at all we can do to help or support you, you can comment below. You can email mike@growwithjosh.com, mike@growwithjosh.com. Let's make it a great week and hopefully see you sometime soon.